Good morning, children. Hope you are keeping fine. Is it? Okay. Let us take the book, geography book. In the last video, we had discussions on the different pressure belt because of the atmospheric pressure. Different atmosphere, as in that we have seen the altitude, temperature, water vapor current, and rotation of the earth. Today we will go one step further, and in that we are going to discuss about the permanent pressure belt of the earth. Permanent pressure belt of the earth. Here that means there is, see, this permanent pressure belt, it is said, but there is the variations are there. Okay, so what is this pressure? Atmospheric pressure, we have come to know what is this. Now this pressure, low pressure, high pressure belt, yesterday we have discussed why it is caused, how it is caused. And so moving towards that, to understand that one step further, here it is said that the atmospheric pressure is not the same throughout the earth's surface. I said it is not that. There is a permanent pressure is there, but it is not the same. The variation in atmospheric pressure is mainly due to the unequal temperature or heating of the earth's surface. In all parts of the earth, equal amount of sunlight does not fall, and therefore the temperature is not the same. So the pattern of pressure distributions generally corresponds with the heat zone. Now, what are the heat zones? How many are there? In the earth, on the earth surface, whole earth surface is divided into 3 heat zones. Do you remember? It is not the new thing. So we have learned that there are 3 heat zones. What are they? Torrid zone, temperate zone, and frigid zone. Torrid zone, temperate zone, frigid zone. And so where is the torrid zone? Torrid zone is at the equatorial region, torrid zone. And the temperate zone is between the North Pole to the equator. In between the North Pole and the equator, there is a temperate zone. And surely on the North Pole and the South Pole, there is a frigid zone. Why it is? That also we know. I need not explain just now all this. Okay. So here in our text, the page number 45, there just where the 45 is written, there itself the whole pressure belt is, or the heat zone, pressure belt are shown over here. So it is therefore unequal heating of the earth's surface. The pattern of the pressure distribution is generally corresponds with the heat zone of the earth. There are 3 heat zones. So here it is. The area which are hot will always have the rising of the air up, rising of the air current, thus the forming the low pressure. This is the repetition. And the area, the cold region where the temperature is cold, the air is heavy. It descends, causing descends, therefore causing the high pressure, low pressure, high pressure. The unequal heating of the earth's surface and the effect of the rotation, because earth is always on move, always rotating, and in two movements, we know that. So due to that rotation, jointly both the the heating and rotation jointly bring about different pressure. Both heating and also rotation, both of these affects the difference on the pressure belt, There are three low pressure belt. There are three low pressure belt with alternative. Alternative means in between high pressure belt is there. In between high pressure belt. If there is low pressure here, then there will be after that high pressure. After that low pressure. So there are that way there are three low pressure belt on the earth surface. We will see that three low pressure belt. Where are they? Low pressure belt. They are in the tropical or equatorial low pressure belt. Equatorial low pressure belt, number one. Number two is subpolar low pressure belt. Subpolar, both the side, north subpolar and south subpolar belt. Next one is the so there are two and three. So and the low pressure and also at the polar, on the polar. So equatorial 1 and 2 more on the subpolar low pressure belt. That means just on the poles subpolar. Okay, not exactly on the torrid zone. Not exactly torrid zone will be is a high pressure, because this is not hot, not too much hot, not too much cold. So but then on the subpolar, in between the temperate zone and frigid zone, in between, that is called subpolar low pressure area or the belt is the same. So equatorial low pressure belt. Now let us come, that is on page 46. Please see that due to the vertical rays of the sun at the equator, the temperature here is high throughout the year, and so there is a heating of the surface is high. Therefore it rises up, the air rises up towards the tropical, where it goes towards the tropics, forming an area of low pressure. So when it moves, it causes low pressure. The equatorial low pressure belt extends from 10-degree north to 5-degree north to 5-degree south latitude, both the sides. Okay, this belt is called the doldrum. Say doldrum, or meaning dull in old English. Dull in English, doldrum belt. What is this doldrum? The area between from the equator, between the equator and the tropic of Capricorn and tropic of Cancer. Yes, and so 5-degree north from equator, 5-degree north and 5-degree south latitude. So this area is known as the doldrum, the dull area, because there are no surface wind and calm condition prevails in this belt. Calm, quiet. Okay, that's why it is known as dull. Next comes the high pressure. Surely we are not going to discuss the high pressure now, but surely this context, the pressure belt forms due to the earth rotation. We have seen the hot moist air ascending over the equatorial low pressure belt is flung towards the poles. It moves horizontally at the higher altitude. As the air cools down, it becomes dense and heavy. Therefore there is a high what called low pressure area here between 30 degree to 35 degree north and south, both the side. So again, due to the rotation, some cool air from the subtropical, subpolar low pressure belt is uh, deflected. Deflected means found or changed into towards deflected towards the 30 to 35 degree north and south. The piling up of the cold air causes the formation of the subtropical high pressure belt. Subtropical high pressure belt. Here, so calm condition is prevailing here. This is the high pressure area. So low pressure area, the equatorial low pressure we have understood. Now let's go to the subpolar low pressure belts. Belts S is there. So remember, towards the north, and the south. This belt is also dynamically induced. Dynamically induced, meaning it has a dynamically is a changes. It's not same, not at the always and every time it is not the same. In this region, the surface wind spreads towards due to the rotation, okay, of the earth, and low pressure is created. In this belt, the air becomes or coming from the subtropical area, and the polar pressure belt covers and ascends, creating the region low pressure belt. So from both the sides there is a ascents and descents of the air current, and so there is what is it, because of the ascending of the air, what happens, the low pressure area is created. This belt is characterized as a cyclonic storm. That's why during the winter we have got in this belt, in this area we have got the storm in the winter season. Okay, that is about the low pressure. The high pressure in between we have said. So high pressure, first one we have seen. The second one is the polar high pressure belt, subtropical high pressure belt, and the polar subtropical belt. The region around the North Pole and the South Pole receives heavy low pressure, insulations, very low insulations, and remain cold throughout the year. Okay, therefore, in this region, the air is always very cold, dense, and subsides. So it comes down. So lowers down. This weight of the descending cold air creates a polar pressure belt. Polar pressure belt, high pressure. It's creating high pressure belt this area. Okay. So main thing you need to understand is the pressure. What is the pressure and what is the reason of the high pressure and low pressure? Okay. The ascents becoming hot and air ascending creates the low pressure. The cold because of the descent and the amount of water vapor, and all that creates the low pressure here. And so this is low pressure and high pressure. Both you need to understand why it is. During the winter season we have got the low high pressure, and during when it is hot, it rises up and creates the low pressure belt. And for your understanding, we need to understand the diagram given on page number 45 bottom there. So how the wind blows, see that from the equatorial, so from the subtropical area, the air current moves both the sides towards the poles and towards the equator, and from there is a movement because of the rotation. So where it rotates from the west to east, earth rotates from the east to west, and therefore you see the arrow that means the air current goes towards the west, not the east. See the west wind, and from the subtropical area it comes from the west to the east, towards the what called polar region, towards the west to the east towards the polar regions. See that both the sides. And so this is how the air current and the pressure belt is created due to the movement. What are the two things, two factors that causes the pressure, whether it is high pressure or low pressure? The temperature or heating up, and the rotation of the earth. Okay, remember? So I think if you go through once again, then you will be able to understand this factor. So till then, keep reading, keep studying, and stay safe.